report was made by an employee of Mr. Boyajian. She requested a welfare check explaining that Bob had missed an appointment and she was unable to reach him, which is extremely unusual based on his consistent behavior. Given Bob's standing in our community, the caller immediately suspected that something was wrong. Deputies responded to the residence and conducted a check. They discovered Mr. Boyajian's vehicle, his only vehicle, parked inside the garage. They located his briefcase. They located his Apple Watch, which he reportedly always wore, inside the home. However, his cell phone and his wallet were missing. They also noticed that all of the bedding was missing from his bed, which was an unusual observation that added to those growing concerns. At that point, there were no clear signs of foul play, but the totality of the circumstances appeared very out of character for Mr. Boyajian. We attempted to access Mr. Boyajian's home security cameras. Investigators actually spoke to a young man who had previously done IT work for Bob. He attempted to walk him through how to access that camera system, providing him information, which apps to download, passwords. Despite those efforts, they could not get access to the cameras. At one point, the young man sent a screenshot showing that that system was actually offline. When asked about a DVR, he directed us to a specific location in a closet where it should be located. However, the DVR was missing, which additionally escalated those suspicions. As the investigation developed, we obtained a search warrant for Mr. Boyajian's bank records. Surveillance footage revealed that on Sunday, July 13th at approximately 8:30 p.m., a $1,000 ATM withdrawal was made at a bank near East Herndon in Clovis. There were 2 additional failed attempts that same night. 3 images were captured of a young man at the ATM camera. They were time-stamped 8:22, 8:25, and 8:27 p.m. Initially, as we were preparing to release those photos to the public, we received 2 simultaneous tips identifying the individual in those images. That person was identified as Audric Montevosian, a 21-year-old who had previously done IT work for Mr. Boyajian. He was also the same individual that we had spoken with earlier regarding the DVR. Audric resides in Clovis with his parents. Our detectives executed a search warrant at that address Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. Upon arrival, all parties there, Audric, his parents, they were all cooperative. Audric agreed to speak to our investigators in an attempt to help us close this case. During that interview, Audric repeatedly referred to Mr. Boyajian in the past tense, which raised some concern. At first, he claimed Mr. Boyajian had committed suicide. Then he changed his story, stating that Mr. Boyajian had requested that he assist him in ending his life. Ultimately, he confessed to killing Mr. Boyajian around midnight on Saturday, and then driving his body to the Mojave Desert, where he buried him in a cave. He admitted that his motives were twofold. One, he said that there was resentment towards Bob, as he claimed that he had spoken disparagingly about his family. The second was a plan for financial gain. We now consider this a premeditated homicide. According to the suspect's confession and the supporting evidence, at least a week prior, Audric purchased a body bag from Amazon, indicating that early planning. He rented a vehicle from Fresno on Friday morning. On Saturday, he called Bob to ensure that he was home. He then went to Bass Lake, spent the night, which witnesses say is not unusual behavior, and then after Mr. Boyajian went to bed, Audric murdered him around midnight. He wrapped the body in the bedding, placed it in a body bag, and transported him to the Mojave Desert. On his return to Fresno, he used Mr. Boyajian's ATM card to withdraw the $1,000. We traveled to the Mojave Desert to verify Audric's claims. We located Mr. Boyajian's body buried in a cave exactly where the suspect stated it would be. The body was wrapped in bedding and sealed inside the body bag. San Bernardino County is going to handle the coroner's investigation since the body was recovered in their jurisdiction. They'll determine the official manner and cause of death. Audric told us that Bob had taken him out to that location previously on an off-road OHV trip. Several key pieces of evidence were located in this investigation. We located 2 firearms in Audric's bedroom. A 9mm handgun, which was previously reported stolen in March to the Fresno Police Department, and a 10mm handgun identified as the one Mr. Boyajian carried under his CCW. We also located Bob's cell phone, which Audric directed us where it was located at, near Woodward Park. We located Mr. Boyajian's wallet, which was hidden in Audric's gym locker, and we located the shovel that was used in the burial. This is a deeply disturbing case. It's a case of betrayal and premeditated violence. Mr. Boyajian was a trusted figure in our community, and our hearts go out to his loved ones in this case. We want to thank all of the assisting agencies, including those in San Bernardino County, and our investigative team for their tirelessly work and bringing clarity to this tragic situation. I'll now open it up to some questions, if there are any.
So Sheriff, did Audric do this alone?
Okay, the question was, did Audric do this alone? At this time, we're still examining all the circumstances around that case to ensure exactly what happened. At this point, he is our only suspect, but we are still investigating this thoroughly.
And can you tell me more about his relationship with Bob? He was an employee. How long did he work for him? How did they meet? How did they know each other?
So the question is the relationship related to Audric and Mr. Boyajian. Mr. Boyajian had hired Audric's brother to do bookkeeping for him. This brother introduced Audric to Mr. Boyajian, who then hired him to do IT work. I don't know the exact time, but he had worked with Mr. Boyajian for some time. There was comments made that he treated them like grandchildren, and it wasn't uncommon for them to take trips or to stay the night at his house.
Anything more you can share about these weapons involved? Again, just to reiterate, where these might have come from.
So there were two pistols, two firearms that were located. One was a 9mm, which was reported stolen to Fresno Police Department back in March. The second one was a 10mm. Both of them were located in Audric's bedroom in a metal, like handgun type safe.
And how he got them?
I don't have those details in front of me right now.
Does he have a past record at all?
No, Audric does not have any sort of criminal history at this point. Regarding the firearm, Audric did state that he located one of the pistols in a side drawer in Mr. Boyajian's bedroom. I don't have the details on the second one, though.
And so there was a tip was the reason for the break in the case, and how you guys were able to link Audric. Was
I'm
it
sorry.
because of a tip, or what was the reason how you were able to link him?
Yeah, so based on the ATM images, we went to speak to Audric to find out why he was using Mr. Boyajian's credit card and hopefully get a lead as where we may be able to locate Boyajian. At that point, we were just attempting to find him, still having hope that maybe he was still alive somewhere.
Do we know how much money he was able to retrieve?
So the first transaction was $1,000. He then made 2 attempts immediately thereafter that were declined. I assume that that was the maximum amount that it would let him withdraw.
You guys said you were able to get the warrant for the bank records. How important was that in, locking down these transactions?
Yeah, obviously that brought a lot of expediency to this investigation by being able to go and speak with Audric right away. Our detectives did an amazing job. They worked tirelessly for 36 straight hours without sleep, working all the way through to bring this to a conclusion. Obviously, the longer that case goes, the more likelihood there is for destruction of evidence or for persons who attempt to flee. And their tireless work and all the work that they did to go out there and quickly contact him and wrap this case up brought it to this conclusion.
And Sheriff, you said Audric confessed to doing this. Did he show any level of remorse when he did so?
I don't have that information. I didn't get that indication from the investigators.
And then I'm sure you said it, but can you just tell us his age again?
Audric is 21 years old, and Mr. Boyajian was 75.
What charges is he facing?
He's facing a litany of charges that we'll provide you, including murder. He's being held without bail right now at the Madera County Jail. Okay, if there's no other questions, we'll conclude this. We'll be around if there's any side questions afterwards. Thank you.